This video falls under fair use. Fair use allows commentary, criticism, and reactions. What's up? Back with another one. So today I'm going to show you this clip of Ryan Clark defending Shannon Sharpe. Check this out.
Ray Lewis, though, fell victim to the exact same thing he ended up sort of condemning by the time he was finished talking about Shannon Sharpe. I don't know what their relationship was, right? And so when you have a relationship, sometimes there are things that go on personally that make you view a person different. But I think the one thing that Ray Lewis should understand more than any of us is grace and redemption, right? Ray Lewis went through something extremely public that could have ruined him as a player and as a person. And now people have allowed Ray to grow far enough away from that to where they do see him as a spiritual leader, to where they do see him as a leader of men. And so when he's speaking on that platform in that manner about Shannon Sharpe, one, in order to accept his words, we had to accept him and forgive whatever transgressions people felt took him away from being the Ray Lewis they knew at that time and allow him to grow back into it. And so I think he has to think about that as well. And as far as like any money or any fame, like money doesn't change people. It only enhances your desires and who you are. And the thing you got to do when you're looking at entertainment, right, because this is entertainment, is do I want to become a caricature of myself? And if my priority is money, what am I willing to give up in order to get money? Am I willing to give up my integrity? Am I willing to give up my character? Am I willing to turn into something different to get the money, right? And it's like some people rather lose as themselves than win as something else. Some people just want to win at all costs. And I'm not saying that Shannon has done that. All I'm saying is we actually don't know, right? And so when you're speaking on who somebody is from personal experience, Ray can do that. I can't. You know, all I know is when I've been around him, he's been good to me. I know he's picked up the phone and hollered at me. He's definitely done things that I disagree with, things that I wouldn't choose or do for myself. But it's also not on me to condemn him in the manner that now people have to look at my past and say, okay, is this somebody that should be saying those things? And I think for Ray, it is a situation of like, if that's supposed to be your guy, if you are living in the way that Christ has led you, right? Where is that grace? Where is that?
What's up? So what are my thoughts about this? Here's the thing. Anytime you get into conversations about morals, loyalty, or whether someone is selling out, it's never as black and white as it seems. In this case, Ray Lewis made some very strong comments about Shannon Sharpe, suggesting that the things he said or the deals he's done go against what he used to stand for. That's a serious claim, especially coming from someone who has a long history with Shannon. But Ryan Clark jumping in to defend Shannon says a lot about how some people feel these lines are being crossed unfairly. Ryan seemed to imply that there's some jealousy or resentment in the mix. Maybe even that Ray isn't fully acknowledging how media has changed or how athletes are now allowed to evolve and show different sides of themselves. What makes this topic tricky is that it hits on deeper things like how former teammates or peers handle each other's success and what happens when someone grows into a different version of themselves. Some people feel like you should never change your values no matter what opportunities come your way. Others believe growth means embracing new ways to speak, think, and work, especially in today's media space. It's also worth noting that Shannon Sharpe has taken on a whole new role in sports and pop culture media, and not everyone knows how to respond to that shift. Okay, so make sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment, and also like this video. I'll see you in the next video.